Okay, thank you, Michelle. That was Michelle Whelan Kennedy. Now, our next speaker is Violet Gavin. And Violet did guidance counselling in Dublin and Galway during the 90s, and she also did group analysis for a time in St. Vincent's and worked with Shine and IKA when she moved to Galway. Following the family tragedy, she decided that lifetime mourning was not helpful to anyone and set up the Positive Mental Health Foundation. And the thinking behind the decision was to give a positive spin to mental health issues and replace negative thoughts, feelings, stigma and fear with good factors, sound self-image, positive attitudes and resilience. So, Violet Gavin, thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I've had 2 terrible weeks of it with dental problems, but I wouldn't let Carl down because we had a nice meeting in town in a coffee shop and a long chat, and I wouldn't let him down. I went damn near now cancelling, but I said no, because I wouldn't like if my volunteers let me down. Just to take up from where Charlie left, the foundation was set up in 2005, March, at my kitchen table, and it's hopefully going strong ever since. Not financially, but the way I wanted it to go. It's been said again and again, and it's almost a cliche, that there should be early intervention for mental health issues. 300,000 people in this country suffer from depression. 300,000, and that's the known people. So we decided that it wasn't much use, as you said in the introduction, burying your head under the covers when somebody is lost. It doesn't matter how, through suicide, self-harm, whatever. Why not do something to prevent this? So our program is prevention, intervention and inclusion. And the difference between it and teaching in the school entry is that we allow the kids to talk. And some of them, it's the first time they've spoken about how they feel. Now, we don't allow them free rein or anything. We have templates when we go in. 3 go in at a time, and they conduct it over an hour and 10 minutes for about 7 weeks. So we tackle various modules of mental emotional health. I meant to bring in some of the remarks. They're random remarks picked by one of my helpers, not me, and it's really heartwarming to read them. You made us think positively about our mental health. You made us think for the first time about our mental health. You let us talk. You're the best mental health program we've had in. Now, they mightn't have had many mental health programs in, so I'm not going to go on an ego trip about that. But it's really, really important, the early intervention. In fact, it should be started at a very young age. It's frightening what's presenting at the hospital, in psychiatric care. Children, I hate to frighten you, but from 5 up, in England it's even lower than that they've discovered. So we're ploughing on, we're dealing with Galway City and County, and the irony of it is that the same schools seem to be asking us to go back, which prevents us spreading out. We'd love to go to neighbouring counties. We need money, resources and plenty of volunteers. Because I was 60 seconds on Vincent Brown, we got 52 calls for training. It shows you the power of the media. It can be a bad power or a good power. And that's twice what we never got. And I was only speaking on him for 60 seconds. That's all I got. So thank you all for coming. And I wish Carl, about alcohol, just this, because there is addiction. The shock happening recently is the addition of alcohol to the drugs list, and not before time. Anybody speaking about drugs said drugs and alcohol, drugs or alcohol. But it's really important to know, and of course the lethal thing is to combine alcohol with other things like BC2, all the new drugs. And we have to keep up with all this. We have to keep up with everything. The brands that are doing everything. We have to update it all the time. That's not very easy for a woman of my age. I'm over 60, you know. Now, I'll say good night and thank you all for coming. And Carl, I wish you the very best.
Thanks, Father.
Thank you.